So this should now be working. Yep, this is now working. Stream should be live now. Okay, well then, welcome. Just 5 minutes late considering I had to throw everything together for this. Hello. Right, because I want to actually launch into the game. My controls turned on so I can set up the a specific dashboard just for the Bentley, because I will be driving the Bentley a bit more, and I want specifically the layout, because so far I've just been using my right hand drive layout and it's just PlanetSide 2 wants to download 2 gigabytes. Expedition Oshor? What is this? A new continent! Wow! Wow, that's cool. I mean, the only disadvantage is that people that play. Okay, what is option 1? Option 1 is stuff for this word, Pavlov, which is winning completely. It's really sad. Like, in that case, I would have liked that. For the gaming event that I'm going to play later tonight after my second race. The event starts while I'm still racing there. It's just, that's a fun thing, but I need to then get quickly out of that race. I can't stream the event because that's not something I is not allowed at all. Not at all whatsoever. Right, okay. Let's get actually into the game. Oh, I didn't look the password up. Password for this event. Yeah. Our current event. Our race for tonight. Server passwords. Copy password to clipboard. Let's hope this actually works. What is the server actually? It is... I mean, Boonatix, I can type that. Right, and then also switch scenes over, which is brilliant that I did that. But... multiplayer to swap the car, how about? Where's my Bentley? Make sure it's not my Bentley. There's my Bentley. Yep. Infamous 777. Boon. Should be enough to find the server. Yep. Let's paste the password in and connect. "25 minutes still remaining on the clock, and it's night here." Oh boy. Yeah, I mean, I have adjusted the seating position for the car already because I've driven it prior to this. Have I made a set already? No, I haven't made adjustments for a set. Man, it's cold. We probably want like some more pressure in these tires. Although we probably need to close the brake ducts also up. Alright. Some more pressure. Brake ducts, well, it goes down to 2, I would say. Maybe even lower than that. 1 on the rear, I think I will go for now. Slide this off the car. Slight adjustments on the brake bias. Steering rack up 1 click. Brake pads down to 1. I think I was over a set of sensible settings. Okay, hit drive, I would say. Welcome. So now, it's a challenge a bit because I need to. Something you guys cannot see is to actually put a bunch of stuff in here. Actually, it might be a better idea to nick one of the RH2 layouts that I have. So I think like an LMP2. Isn't this a Ligier layout? This is a common one I've used. And I have so many that I use for R-Factor too. I have like one for ACC. It's like, well, I think this one is the LMP2 one. This is, I don't know, GT. I think that's the Beamer layout that I used for when I drove the M6. And this is the one I used for Saturday. I don't know, this is I think my backup. So I think I also just used the backup and changed that one. Right, I need to switch this one to a chat. Let's move the chat a bit down. Although, I mean, the ceiling of this car gives quite a bit of headroom. And then I need to grab this window here. Right. And I need to then set contents of this one to the ACC VR dash. And then perhaps make it slightly smaller. Hello, let me grab you. So not sure. I think yellow flags show up there. That's about like everything. So I have the display actually up there instead of anywhere else. Right. Okay, I think that's a good layout, honestly. Right. So let's close this down. Let me actually make the chat slightly larger because it's a bit small. Right. Okay. I mean, I could briefly show how it looks in game, but nah, it would work. It would work. What am I saying? It obviously work. We're switching to AC. Voila. There's how the layout looks. Could have probably done that instead of doing it completely blind. Guess it probably looks better. People watching, right? In case you're wondering why it's because I'm holding the controller as well on my face. This is usually the gesture I do to manipulate my headset, because the index has a button at the bottom left that you can press to that works like the system button of the controller, so I can operate my desktop and everything from there. Right, tires have been called in the meantime, so I think I will just briefly escape back to the pits and just finish that in the car. Can I get my watch pass over here? Yes, I can. So, return to garage, setup, current setup. And the only thing I'm going to change is the tires back to 1, because I'm not going to take a fresh set just because I literally stood on them. Oh, we need to also switch the headlights on. High beams. Yeah, I think this thing actually doesn't cover up anything, because of it sitting literally above the rearview mirror. It's just when it starts doing this stupid shit about rotating. Good luck and enjoy your race, my friend. Yep. I mean, this is mainly just getting a bit more of track time with the Bentley. So I'm not like too focused on like performance and stuff. I'm a bit focused on performance, but like about the end result is not as matters as much. This is after all still just a fun race. Important part is just that part. a non-championship round. As it had been back in the day for Formula 1.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front. There's a slow car ahead.
You definitely need to subtly adjust your driving style with the right hand. Boatly. What? I put into the title Bentley. Because that's what the brand is called. Oh yeah, I called it, I think, a Bentley in the description then. Instead of calling it a Boatly. But yeah, it's a Boatly, obviously. It's just, I like to have the full names of the cars somewhere. Kind of a bit of entry on this there. I don't know if that's the TC or the ABS or something. Interesting enough, my right side tires are completely overpressured, but my left side are under by about the same amount either direction. So that's fun. Not like the worst issue ever. But then also the car, when I start braking into these hard braking zones, the rear end just moves. Some sus of that. It's a boat, okay. We both know it's a boat, yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm cooking the front discs. I just noticed. No wonder I'm having stopping issues. The thing is cooking the brakes. And the thing is, my front tires are still not particularly warm. I'm using 2 brake duct blanking on the front. Two ABS and I think like 3 TC on the car. How much curb you can use there for this section. It's nuts. Oh, I'm slow as fuck, apparently. I mean, I assume most likely the fastest guys are lapping 41s, if not lower than that. Where's actually the braking point gone there? Because the marker board is gone, so I don't know where the hell to stop for this far corner. A bit of an improvement, but yeah, 1.5 seconds right now off the pace. Yeah, I looked at the brake discs to see which one is overheating. The T1. They're not really getting that hot. You get the scraping sound from them getting hot, but you don't get them that hot. Sounds like the GT3 Orica front right brake at Sebring. What, the scraping into T1? Or the behavior? Or me describing the behavior? Yeah, I mean we have also like pretty shit tire pressure balance here on the car.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
He's lively out of the corners for sure. Okay, I just invalidated the lap there. Look, I really didn't want to stop there. Stood on the brake pedal and it just didn't slow the car down.
There's a slow car up ahead. Yellow flag ahead. Watch out. There's a slow car up ahead.
I see, someone hasn't seen VTubers before. I see, I see. Well, and to these... Well, if you're a complete normie, then the simple answer is yes. If you know a bit, then this is not an anime character. Custom made model, not me. So... Ooh!
Clear on the right.
I need to put this up here. Right. Let me check the tire pressures.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
The issue is the odd issue is that the front tires actually are still cold, and actually the rears even, and it's 14 degrees Celsius. So we are going to deal with some cold tires for the race. Yeah, I think I will just 10 minutes right now remaining. Let's just briefly escape back to the pits. Return to garage. Right. Okay. We're going to open the brake ducts up just to give the brakes a slight chance of actually cooling down. The right side tires need to have like a full PSI slashed off there. Although we open the brake ducts up, so it's I have to put 0.2 back in. The front like 8 off, and then put 0.2 back in. But yeah, I hope that answered the question. What I get, the answer that I gave. Increase slightly, slight increase. Okay, these settings are fine. The brake bias setting is fine on the car. The bump stop range should be fine. We have a bit of oversteer on the car, on power, out of corners, so I think it's... We don't really need to... come on. We slash a bit of the travel range from the rear suspension out of the car, because it's just at maximum value, so it's a bit insane. Increase the front slightly. And we're going to take a click out of rear wing out of the car. I think this all sounds like sensible adjustments. Right. It's boats. Kyalami and one. So, voila. Back off the jacks. Hit drive. Oh. I forgot Ah, somebody's feeling a Nissan. Right. It's a bit like people always over-exaggerate how much of a difference it is to between driving left-hand drive cars and right-hand drive cars. It's still a car at the end of the day, but you kind of like the standard motions you go through. Like, okay, I check my mirror to look out of the back of the car, and so you look right. And then what you find is your right side mirror instead of, well, the center mirror. And that's fine on quite a few cars, but in this car that isn't fine. Because in this car you actually just find... Well, I mean, the angle actually it gives you is pretty decent. I mean, you're not seeing the Porsche directly behind you. There are cars like the... But it's better angle that right side mirror is providing me than the mirrors on the ST, which I drove yesterday night. And that's... you didn't see shit out of the mirrors. And it doesn't have a center mirror. And this thing has a center camera in the center mirror. It's just a bit confused. I think it's easier in the daylight because you actually see stuff out of the back, but at night you only see headlights. I mean, only headlights. I mean, we can identify that this is a white Porsche with a black hood, so it's not just headlights. There's a bit more. Yeah, I mean, you can spend probably like half an hour on the settings to trying to fine-tune mirrors. And I do that at times with R-Factor just to get the center mirror. But I mean, in R-Factor 2 I also use a virtual mirror for the center mirror. Because the mirrors in R-Factor 2 are absolute complete garbage. So I may spend at some point in time, but it's like, I'm already spending enough time just getting the seating position right and stuff. It was just... Do I want to spend even more to adjust the mirrors when you're right on like basically every car? And I mean, in some cases you might not actually be able to get a decent angle with the mirror because the mirror runs out of FOV and stuff. Like when I raced in... When I drive in AC I actually adjust the mirrors properly. Well, it's also because they are proper simulated mirrors. When you lean around you can see different things. It's really cool with custom shader patch. It's definitely annoying as this Porsche being in my rear bumper. Woo! What the fuck was that car? He's just going on my fucking nerves. I don't know where you're getting the pace, mate. It's just magic apparently for him, because I'm not driving by any stretch slow right now.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Well, I must be doing something wrong. Massively. I mean, I'm not improving right now on my time, and I'm not seeing any temps to be gained, really. Anyway, so it's just... that's the annoying... When that happens, it's really annoying, because it's just like, hey, there's You're missing like 1.5 seconds worth of time, but there's just no way of getting that time. Because your car just doesn't have as much grip as everybody else's. I find it really interesting that this track has where the braking markers would be, or are usually, has slight white lines at the side of the track. Like a very short, stubby white line. Yeah, I mean, he's just trying to... He's just practicing, right? Why not? But it's kind of making me uneasy because he's darting around behind me. Like, if this was a race, I would be probably... Would be less of a problem, honestly. Although I wouldn't probably put much of a fight up to him either way. Because he seemed quite a bit quicker.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Oh god! So yeah, you can completely leverage your car. Fuck you, game! That was not out of track limits.
Yellow flag, be careful.
Track limits are so stupidly aggressive on that corner. You get track limited for basically existing. Okay, there's a couple of 10s actually in the final corner, penultimate, no, not penultimate corner. Probably also the penultimate corner, let's face it, but like... There's, I think like half a second on the lap. It's not much, for sure.
Yellow flag, be careful. Slow car ahead.
You basically have to predict your braking marker in this case. Because the braking marker for me is the curbing, but I don't even see it when I start braking. I just predict where it is.
Slow car ahead. Yellow flag ahead, watch out.
Didn't turn in right for that. Corner's quite tricky. Ah, there was quite a bit of time in the final corner, I guess.
Watch out. Session is now over.
P8. It's not even that bad, honestly.
Green light, give it all you got.
I actually still had the values in there. Nice. Yep, that was a pretty good lap, honestly. I hope I can replicate that now in qualifying. We have 20 minutes to do so. But we have actually limited tire sets for this session. Yeah, so So now I've burned already 2 sets in practice. But we don't have to change tires for the race, so we should be more than fine. But yeah, the car slightly struggles to plant out of corners. That's about it in terms of issues. Car's otherwise like really nice to drive. Let's drive this, honestly. Just jump off the jacks and roll out. Ignition, starter. Oh, there's another Bentley. Hello, how are you doing? Track time actually went down a degree. Right, okay.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, my few calculators put just looking at the dashboard saying that I have about 13 minutes worth of fuel in the car. Which is good, because that means I can run half the session on this tank, come into the pits, put fresh tires on, and run the other half. No, I've seen people actually use the car. I think there might even be a car in this race with an driver with an M6 in this race. Look, we're just gonna stay in formation, mate. Just stay in formation. I'm not gonna let the guy in front have a stupidly massive gap because I want my... I will do that on the second flyer. If I need to have a gap. Well, the problem is you're now close to me. I'm sorry. Especially because I cocked up the front corner. But yeah, I've seen a couple of times people use it. It's obviously now less common because the M4 is such a good car that if you want to drive a Beamer, there's no real reason to drive the M6. You usually have this issue where like new car comes out, nobody will use the old one. It's completely and utterly normal. It's nothing unusual for the usage of the previous generation car to just go down. Not to say the M6 is bad, it's probably one of the... as it's one of the ones that had been used the longest. Well, that had been the most recent one to be replaced and had been till very recently in very active use, active and race-winning usage. It's still a very competitive car at this point. Although if this game continues development for like next couple of... then he dies. Next couple of years, then we probably will see the M6 fall of grace like the V12 Aston, the 650S, the old Audi, the old Lambo, the old Porsche. All of these cars, they're still like not terrible, but they're definitely like... you would not pick them to be competitive for sure.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful.
Getting a bit much rotation out of the car into the corner. slight lift there.
Charging front.
What is this Bentley doing? He's doing too much pace, but I guess he's now back up to speed.
There's a slow car up ahead.
I mean, from what I've seen, we have at least 40 cars on the track, so we'll obviously get quite crowded here. Why is everybody dying? I thought for a second he was moving backwards. It gave me nearly a heart attack.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest.
P8 like earlier, 1.7 seconds however off the pace, that's not good.
Flag is set to.
I think there's a bit more pace, there wasn't as full push as it's probably possible. And now I get stuck behind someone, so it's not as fun. And I know there's technically no rule in this league that you're not allowed to pass people during qualifying, but let's face it, let's just not do that shit. And it's not worth it for the most part. Except we have someone very slow. I don't know what was that, because the car suddenly just stopped. I know that's what you kind of expect when you brake.
Car on the right.
Fuck you, McLaren driver.
Flag ahead.
You've been passed already, just get out of the fucking way.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
And there's some alien who's on P1. Let me get out of this traffic, honestly. I'm done with it. Those guys I just got stuck in the traffic jam there. Yeah, Bullwinkle and Ball. And Provisional Ball, yeah, that's... I don't know, what is... I don't think there's anything less surprising than that. Like, you can, like, bet on that usually. Tires at 4. How's my tires at 3 looking? Any issues on the tires? No, no issues on the tires. Right. I think it's all good. The car's fine. Though I don't particularly see much more time coming out of the car. Perhaps if I finally get like laps where I don't have to look at the car in front to. Where I get some clear air without having to be in the gearbox of someone. Basically, it would be nice, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Although I'm starting to get handed down the order again. Get by Audi.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Okay, so... yeah, I mean, I forgot to read the message. Yeah, yeah, the M4 is overused, can't wait to see one of them IRL. Yeah, it's... I don't know,
Yellow flag in sector 3.
it kinda looks cool, but also it's a modern BMW with a modern BMW grille, so it kinda still looks shit. I like driving it from whenever I've driven it. It's gotten nerfed, so we might see it finally not overused completely constantly. So, but I don't know how much they nerfed it. But they nerfed M4, they nerfed the 720S. Funnily enough, after Boonatix put out a tier list where he put those two into S grade tier and then moved all the other cars into D tiers. Which isn't quite accurate, let's face it. The Ryzen engineering doesn't belong in the same tier as the Bentley. The Bentley was still decently competitive, but it wasn't as good as the 720S and the other cars. And probably... Whoa, what the fuck was that? Sound just cut out for like a split second. And I'm again stuck in traffic here. It's like he's just cursed. Oh yeah, the road going ones is even worse. I know. Some of their like SUVs looks absolutely. What are you guys thinking? This stuff just looks completely garbage. So what is the gaps around me? Well, if I let the two cars behind me actually by...
There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag, be careful.
So actually get into clear air. So let's just do that. It's a bit odd place, but I would assume that most cars like my Bentley can make the corner without having to use the full track. Ooh, what?
Yellow flag ahead, be careful.
Oh, there's a stationary car. I guess that's the thing. Fuck you, you're not getting out in front of me. It's fine.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
But I'm losing time into T1 actually. It's not good. I was a bit nervous on the throttle stall. Also, my tire pressures are just so low. What is going on here? Perhaps because I drove the end of that lap very slowly.
Yellow flag in sector
Cocked up the corner. I have time still, I just want my gaps, yeah. I have someone who's not slow behind me. He might be in position to take my position. Because he's P13 right now. And I think he's probably gonna improve by the end of this lap with his MUQU. Yeah, I think he just most likely just came out of the pits randomly. It was just for me funny, like, no. He decided MUQU was not going faster, so he decided to abandon the lap.
Yellow flag, be careful.
What the fuck was there? Okay, that's how you enter T1. Completely on the last... Right on the edge. Right on the edge. I guess my tires are now a bit more after pressure and...
Yellow flag in sector 2.
To lift a lot because the car didn't turn the other direction. Not the best exit out of there. What the hell was that? The car just bogged down completely there.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Great, I improved. I did improve position. Let's try to polish this lap up slightly. And that line over that curve is quite difficult. Again, even worse run out of the corner.
Slow car ahead.
How can it go worse this way? I'm making worse and worse runs for these corners. And overshoot this one. It's done.
Yellow flag in sector 1. There's a slow car ahead.
And this line can't save me either. I have time for one more lap.
Losing time in sector 3.
Yeah, I just couldn't put it fully together there.
Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Not particularly much exit speed.
Yellow flag. Be
Where
careful,
we're
mate.
going? P5! Let's fucking go! Oh! Oh, my heart's pumping. Oh god. That was everything that was in there, basically. One second of pole position. And it's not Bullwinkle, actually. Bullwinkle is 4/10 of pole. Only the top 4 are within a second of pole position. It's just madness. I think the track got quite a bit faster at the end there. But oh boy, this was... That was a whole mother of laps that I just pulled together. I got everything right in the first sector, absolutely nailed it. Second sector, the S was still not perfect, the exit wasn't quite there, and the exit out of the hairpin wasn't quite there. But I pulled off the third last corner pretty well, and the kink was a pretty good run through there, and the farm corner was good. Yeah. Nice lap. I quite like the Bentley. Yeah, I just noticed, like, this has, like... like on the road car, this has, like, the door handle in here. There's the road car door handle in the car. It's kind of funny. And the strap to tug it close while you're sitting. Alright, okay. This is a 45-minute race without a pit stop. I need to take enough fuel to make it to the end. Let us calculate actually how much fuel I need. It's saying 2.6 liters per lap. Is that correct? Is my thing lying to me? Yeah, 2.65 liters seems to be 2.6 liters seems to be okay. Seems to be an actual correct value. Okay. Lap times of 40 seconds. Not 40 seconds. So not like this. +1 memory store. 45 divided by where is it? Memory recall. Okay, that is 27 laps flat. Okay, let's take, obviously because we don't have a pit stop, we need to take quite some fuel. 29 laps, well, we have a formation lap plus. Let's actually take 30 laps worth of fuel. 30 laps times 2.6, that's 78 liters, let's take 80. It seems low for me. That seems suspicious. I think that's fine. It just seems too suspiciously low. I think I'd take 85. I just don't trust these numbers. I know. That's just, I do not quite trust my numbers here. So, let's put a bit more pressure into these tires while we're at it. The rest of the setup was fine. We'll just briefly save the set. Save, okay. Jump out of it. 50 seconds on the timer. Okay. I have a Nissan directly behind me. Oh well. Don't talk shit about Nissans because they will be quick. There's another Bentley in front of me.
30 seconds.
Showing the car's definitely competitive. What we have here, fairly classic configuration, right? Low beams for now. We don't need to fill the rear view mirror for these guys completely up. Right, okay. Just a couple more seconds.
Stay single file.
Right. So. Yeah, 57 is as far as the brake bias will go backwards. So 57 for front, only 43% rearwards. It's the maximum thing will go backwards on this car. Because I wanna actually dump heat into the brake discs on the formation right now. Stay alive. yeah, we're quite a bit forward. That's why they're slowing down. When yeah, doing GT4 tactics, yeah. Just to maybe get some temps into the tires.
Stay double file.
Oh, it will need to go to the left. Right. Okay, 62% as I needed to. God, we were crawling here to get into position. Corner. Speed limited now.
Green light. Go, go, go. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
The Audi had a really good start there.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
So lost the position there because the Audi was really fast there. Wasn't quite sure if the guy was gonna go for a lunge there. I don't quite understand with you saying he just waved at the end. Like this. Oh, I wasn't third gear. No wonder we're not going from the place. Was in the wrong gear. Perhaps I should be using lower gears. Might be advisable, considering how bad my acceleration just was. The Bentley, however, seems to be holding up the Audi for me. But we both seem to struggling to just quite get up the pace again. But yeah, there's technically nothing speaking against you waving while side by side in formation. There's no rules technically governing it. ACC doesn't do anything. Even though you obviously look like an idiot if you do so.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
You mean the Audi wasn't waving behind me? Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa! bit holding the traffic behind me up. But getting dive bombed like that isn't helping. They're going 3 wide in front of us for the lead into T1. Holy mother of what? If I'm for once not harassed by the guy behind me, it would be appreciated. Switch the high beams on. No, I don't have the best exit there either. I think the cars right in front of me right now are running away. Okay. Fuck off, Windows! What the fuck are you doing? I don't know what my Windows is complaining about. Is my stream interrupting or anything? Just playing notifications while I'm driving is really fun. Yeah, I think he might have on that occasion missed his braking marker and just went for a slight lunge there to avoid running straight in the back of me. Struggle with the final corner quite a bit.
Losing to the car heading sector 1.
There's just not much I can do at this point to get these people. Whoa.
Clear on the left.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not doing this shit. I've opened the door once for you for a lunch, but now it's premeditated. Now we know what you're doing here. And you're not getting an inch for that. It's coming from so far back on me on the brakes, it's just wrong. I don't know, I think it's a combination of both. Usually I'm not the best on the brakes, so this is not surprising that people will start gaining on me on the brakes. And I mean, this is a Bentley, so it's not like we're expecting absolute par excellence stopping power. Although I'm definitely starting to struggle a bit with the thing stopping. Like, the car doesn't seem to quite stop fully. So I don't like that. Although we did get right now a breather behind. Because the cars behind are engaged in a battle. So I need to use this to break a bit away from them. Whoa, I think my car's slightly breaking loose through this corner even. Maybe I took some damage there in the collision.
There's a slow car ahead.
Yeah, that's one of the cars out of the lead pack. Ah, it's sad that I'm not close enough to make anything here. Let's not cock up our race completely by doing a stupid send. Although we have scored on P5 for some reason. Could it be that that's actually the battle for the lead right now in front of us? What's going on here? Yeah, Bullwinkle seems to be missing now. If I'm not mistaken here. Seems to be missing, so we've been promoted up to P5. I guess those two clashed and Bullwinkle already quit before even the lap completed. That's on a postcard, I don't know what happened here. I for sure don't quite have the pace to beat these people in front. Oh god. I don't need to repeat the absolutely massive save I did once with a MUQU on this track through that corner. I definitely feel the car's slightly loose through that corner. And it hasn't been all practice, qualifying and the race so far till a couple laps ago. I feel like the slight bump that I got in with the Nissan might have just done enough air damage, not much. The car's slightly unsettled there. Usually I don't complain about that stuff, but it's odd. I'm not gonna frame him particularly too much, it's just... it happens. I'm just a bit surprised how much... surprised. Damn, these people left make like low 42s and it's just... hello car, why the fuck did you suddenly stop? That's the odd thing, like some laps I just get this like ultra, sometimes I just get a braking zone and get ultra braking. And the car just stops half a kilometer short of the apex. And it just happened. Maybe it was my ABS adjustment. This causing the slider to stiff at the corner. I don't know. Guess the brake adjustment. Because I moved the brake bar slightly rearwards to help perhaps the car to stop. Yeah, I can feel the car slightly being looser than before. Oh, I braked too early, most likely for this corner. Damn, because the Nissan is getting back to me. Two things about the yeah, it's definitely controllable. Like, there are less controllable cars for sure on oversteer. But you're also watching me, so... who's like, well, I can drive a car about as sideways as... Colin McRae, so... it ain't in this odd situation where I can drive a car that sideways. Fucking hell, this guy's behind me like half a second faster. Fucking hell. Those lunges. Like, the car will not stop if I try to pull shit like that. It's really frustrating that it's not a car thing, I'm pretty sure, in this case. Because I don't think the Nissan is particularly great on brakes either. Well, this is a case, I think, of a lapped car, the MUQU. Yeah, it's a lapped car, by the way. But yeah, it's something that I'm not understanding quite. Why people have so much more braking performance than me. Basically always. Irrelevant of the car and track combination. It's just people are like, oh, the Porsche has good brakes, and I'm just like, it kinda has, but you're still out braking me. I cannot add together why that is happening specifically. Although, I mean, looking at the exits in some of these cases, I'm pretty sure I have the better, faster lines that I'm driving than him. And he just tries to be the latest of the late breakers and doesn't really have exit speeds usually. Although he has a decent exit out of the final corner always. But he's now 2 car lengths back and he's probably gonna send it again. How about no? I'm just gonna slam the door mid-braking zone closed on you. So you're not even thinking about anything. And now I'm getting stuck behind the lapped car, which is fun. He let everybody else by it, now he's fast. Like, quit little fuck. Yeah, I can just get our cars back together. Years of driving my setups have just made me experience that dealing with oversteer, understeer and all other types of car not driving as it should be. Yeah, I think the Nissan might be better geared to get out of the final corner than my car. Look, if we're going to enter a defensive battle, you are gonna have a lot more fun than with this. Because I'm going to pull all stops out in terms of stopping you getting by me. It's really annoying when he's precisely fast where you can actually pass. Because he's not particularly quick out of these corners. The S is not his strong suit. The hairpin isn't. I think the hairpin... the hairpin is... I mean, I can go very sideways and still have a fast exit on him. But then I head down the hill here and... this is where he seems to be gaining all the time. Now we have 2 lapped cars in front of us. Okay, he's getting out of the way of this. It's getting too much heat for him.
Losing to the car ahead in sector 1.
Not a good exit there, but you can't pass into the next corner, so... I mean, he doesn't seem to be gaining that much in the straight line on me, actually. It just seems he has way better brakes than me to catch back up. Because he's... Oh, he just died. There was a massive wreck behind me. Holy shit. I don't know how many cars got collected there, but there must have been a lot. Holy shit. I think somebody drove in the back of the GTR, I think was what happened. Just give me a breather for a moment. Both of you both together. That's hilarious. But we do have 2 lapped cars in front that we need to dispatch off, and also I need to get back up to pace. Otherwise the cars behind are not gonna catch up to me, and it's most likely not gonna change anything. Got lunged in here. I don't think he got lunged. He most likely the car behind ran way quicker into the corner and just drove on the back, drilled him in the back. Not an uncommon way to kill someone, especially if you're not. I mean, it has happened to me as well, so I shouldn't look too much down, but it's a very silly mistake to do. I feel very stupid for it. I mean, heck, I recently even lit out with on a GT4 car, so I mean, there it is way easier to do because of speed difference, but oh, thank you.
Clear on the right.
Well, that guy knows what he's doing. Because he waited precisely to lose as minimal time as possible there.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Oh yeah, I did it in the Maserati when braking. Yeah. Yeah, oh, he's letting me also know hairpin by. Both of them know what they're doing. I was a bit closer than I needed, sorry. But yeah. For the Maserati, the problem was the cars in front checked up more. Decided to slow down even more mid-corner, and because on a normal car you could just get a bit more braking performance out of the car if you needed to, because you would be trail braking it into the corner, but with the Maserati I was at that point just holding on for dear life for the thing to fucking stop for the corner at all. I was going cautious. It's just when they decided to like mid-corner slow even more down, I didn't have the capacity to get the car even slower than that. Because if I stood any more on the brakes, the thing would have just locked up and I would have hit them anyway. That's sort of the problem there. I was caught up there in the start, just in the pack. Once I didn't have a pack around me, I mean, it's fine. I think usually to fight people, but it's just when they check up mid-corner, it turns into a problem. Because to some extent, usually you can do something about it. I need to be careful here. Because I'm taking all the curves right now with me.
Yellow flag is sector 1.
Hello? Is he braking on the straights? Because you can see on the road that he's... brake lights on the road because, well, the render distance is fucking shit. What are you doing?
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
God! I do not like passing into this corner. GT3 especially, but that guy is like so slow. And he's P29, he's not like lower down than the other cars, but I guess he might be a walking wounded. Damn, like that's not normal to be gaining that much. Right. I'm now 6 seconds behind the Audi in front. Definitely not gonna catch him, he's just... The front, I'm just not quite quick enough for the front pack. I would have probably needed like another half a second to really mess with them. It might be slightly annoying to be missing out on a shot on a win. Not being so close, but hey. Still a P5. And we are turning left with the Bentley, so... That's the important part. That's for what I came here for. Collecting experience with the Bentley. Yeah, and the combine is actually gaining a bit. Yeah, it's probably a back marker that has just dropped in between us and the Audi. Only disadvantage about this race, I'm not the fastest Bentley. There's another driver up the road who is faster than me, so... That's a bit painful. Brakes? Well, my brakes just went on vacation. The more I want to buy the game. Oh well. Perhaps we could eventually form an ACC team. Because so far we lack the drivers. When I last looked if one of us wanted to do some endurance racing, it's just nobody there. So it's just
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
yeah, that seems to be the reality with the entire team. I mean, there's a minor bit of interest from like Tobias once said, oh yeah, he would like to like perhaps drive some ACC, and he just hasn't got to it. And like, I offered him to drive at the end of last year a bit with me. And he was like, nah, not gonna do it. Obviously the one that actually did ACC with me, Diogo, has stopped sim racing, so there's that.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I'm seeing all over the place, like, the thing is, the endurance leagues that are for awful, I see from time to time, are like, yeah, I'm kinda interested, but also like, they're like 6 race seasons with like about as many months in between races as for VC, so I'm like,
Car ahead.
By the way, another left car. Just died here. Pretty much my availability says perhaps I can. Well, the thing is that Mia definitely doesn't want to do ACC, it seems, anymore. Like going from ACC to R-Factor 2. Yeah, I mean, I would like to like perhaps do a 24-hour race at some point in ACC. Because so far I've just gotten to short sprints. Like the longest race I think I've entered this far was... yeah, it was a 6-hour race. There's actually a couple 6-hour races that I've driven in. And also a bunch of 4-hour solo races that I've driven in. And perhaps want to change that. Maybe I just look for a team, honestly. Maybe one that has a league that has multi-class, so I can like actually flex my skill on passing people. But also ACC is really stupidly competitive because these people are like running away in the front right now. They would probably be barely in the front of the SimGrid Div 2. And obviously I'm doing a lot of ACC recently, but I'll most likely be cutting a bit back again to more sensible numbers of like not doing 4 races a week. And doing then Enduros would be a bit of a better solution. Having a bit more sensible racing schedule. I just need to teach you some stuff about this game. Yeah, this game has quite a few specific mechanics that need to be kind of need to know. Although for the most part it's just like the usual what car is competitive in terms of BOP, which changes track to track from time to time. What car is competitive in terms of, and then setup wise, mainly just the tire pressures. Because a lot of the like people for driver swap races like explain it in very lengthy way. Oh, when actually executing the driver swap of like, hey, the first driver has to select you and so on and so forth. It's like it's literally the same with like Alpha 2. Like the second driver going into the car has to press play, and then the other guy needs to select him, and the only difference is that you're already assigned to the car. You don't have to do passenger select, and you don't join as spectator, you instead join as a full-fledged driver. It's just that the lead driver on the lineup joins first with the correct car, and then you can join.
Yellow flag accepted.
And then you can just do the driver swaps as usual. 27.5 racing team. Ah yes. Target pressures. Brakes. Interesting enough, we're lapping. Whoa. We're lapping people that are on P26. So we're nearly only the top 20 on the lead lap in a 40-minute race. 45-minute race. But still, it's just. What are you guys doing? But yeah, I mean, I have done actually 3 enduros at this point for different, no, 4 for different teams. Although most of those teams were not really teams; they were just a one-race unit. So. Including my Monza 6-hour win, I drive at Spa with the 720S. And what else was it? Oh yeah, the Imola 6 hours where I also drove.
Losing to the car ahead is sector 1.
The first Enduro in ACC. Where I mainly was unlapping the car constantly. Because my teammates were quite slow. Because my teammates would be these people that I'm right now putting a lap down in a 40-minute race. So yeah. Yeah, after the first half of the race being very eventful and being under a lot of pressure, it's calmed down a lot. Kinda happens when, well, half the people that were behind you just got eliminated in a corner, so you suddenly start getting to the point where there are people behind you that are actually slower than you. Yeah, shocking concept, I know.
Slow car ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely strange when you've been under pressure the entire time. It's definitely a strange turn of events. It feels like an Enduro right now with all the like lapped cars in between and the gaps being pretty, well, I mean it's only 10 seconds in front and like 3 seconds behind, which in Enduro terms is nothing, but well, the gap development is both of them increasing, so it feels way more comfy. And with the night and the short sightlines, it's just a lot more relaxed than it usually would be. But it's not completely uncommon to be running alone in a 45-minute race. What I'm not liking right now is that I'm starting to have like mid-corner oversteer. The oversteer actually in the high-speed corner has gone. The car's stable there again. It's been for a while. I forgot to mention it. But the car's starting to like over-rotate mid-race, mid-corner. Some corners. It's like it has this characteristic that like the M6, for example, has, and like also the Porsche and most mid-engine cars, funnily enough, where if you head too quick into the corner, the rear end will come around. Although it's doing that while I'm not traveling particularly fast. Oh boy. I was sure he's going to just, if I didn't slow down, he was going to go across my lane and take me out. So I decided to check out. Hello cow, would you kindly plant? But yeah. That was slightly panic inducing. Although That's the thing, like, would probably
Okay, you need to resolve the final level. Give me
would be perhaps a bit more entertaining if I would be like, whoa, look at this, and make like a super exaggerated reaction. But that's not how I am. And I'm a lot of cases just used to this shit. So when I see something like that happening, yeah.
losing time to
Oh yeah, he's dying. It makes me uneasy. But my brain is working overdrive in that moment, and my only objective in that moment is to survive and not to give a crazy reaction. The most I can probably deliver is some gasping for air. Yeah, it's definitely too close for comfort. You've been having a very relaxing race so far. Okay. You can definitely still get oversteer there.
yellow flag,
But
yellow
that
flag.
is only if you...
There's a slow car. Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Okay!
There's a slow car ahead.
This could now decide the outcome of the race because I took a very big whack there.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
Isn't the race... oh yeah, the race should finish soon, but not quite because they're only about 10 seconds up the road. Oh my fucking god, this stupid Ferrari!
The leader has finished the race.
Okay, good. The leader's finished. We just have to survive another 2 turns. Because the damage probably slows my car down, so if this would be 2 more laps or something, he would easily get by me because my car's most likely bleeding pace right now. Fucking idiots! It just drives full throttle on the grass most likely.
Good job. Did the best you could. Take it easy. Lead lap.
Ah! There's a reason why he's a lap car, I will say that. That's the most polite thing I can put out for that one. Let's pull over, honestly. Oh man, okay. Return to garage. But P5 in the end. I just noticed something. So P1, P2 are 2 BMWs because the Porsche has suddenly disappeared at some point. I don't know what happened to our friend, but he just friend Ballwinkle, but he just suddenly disappeared. Then the Audi in P3, and then it's Bentley. It's Boatley for P4, Boatley for P5, me. Then Boatley for P6, then Boatley for P7. It's just the Boatley formation. God, fuck, okay. Yeah, he crossed perpendicular to the track because he lost it on the grass there. Sure, let's just save the replay and we will... let's actually rewatch the start here. Right, there's the Audi. Well, it's a really good reaction there, and the car also has a good acceleration there. The beam in front of me is slightly slow, but in comparison to the Audi gets squeezed, backs out of it. It gets sufficient room and everything. All is good. I think I have to slightly check up here for the Audi. Then there's the Nissan already showing himself for the first time. So yeah. Could I get my replay back? Thank you. Okay. Let me just go to the Nissan because at some point he'll... oh. There it is. So this is the lap where the Nissan dies. Let's just watch from the Nissan. Although he's kind of like not fully on the throttle, most likely because he can't, because he's too close to make moves. But I mean, this is only this lap really where he's really close. isn't... I'm backing it really hard into the high speed corners. Oh, don't tell me the Porsche now murders him. Yes. The Porsche drives on the back of him and taps him around. Porsche... Please don't tell me, please don't tell me. Oh god. Boy, that was close. Yeah, the Porsche did wait, but like, oh god, that was close with. And there's me again, so... Yeah, it's me cocking up there. I think it's this lap where the Beamer in front just cocks it up. And then the car bites the other direction. Let's just rewatch it briefly from the Beamer. Let's go actually on board of the Beamer. Drives in. Oh. I don't think he ever braked. Car would probably more easily get a back up. You just get on the brakes, mate. You can see already you're overshooting completely. Yeah, he turns into early with too much speed and then just never uses the brake pedal. Though in the list of things done wrong, it's probably not too bad. I mean, he died in the correct direction, and even if he rolled forward, I was prepared for it. Yeah, I'm doing that. Just wait for the Ferrari. I wanted to check the others out. I have the replay saved. In case the session transitions, it's all fine, all good, everything's safe. Well, actually, I want to check something that I need to check now, before we transition sessions, is I wanted to check the tire set. Which tire set is it? Here. Tire set 6. We had light graining on all the tires by the end of it. Not too surprising, we were running quite cold temperatures, so it's not surprising. Tires worn down on the rear to 2.5 millimeters, so that's... I think it's millimeters. Whatever, doesn't matter. I just want to briefly check. So, let the replay briefly again. So, and we're back in business. Okay, I think it's the Ferrari there in the front. All the way up there on the road. Come on. And there the Ferrari is. Yeah, he just puts down. Like, what the hell was I supposed to do in this moment? It's just... Okay. Car doesn't seem damaged, it doesn't have a broken windscreen, but he just hooks up the corner completely. Puts way too much throttle down on there. Whomps the wall. And goes full throttle. Oh god, you're such an idiot. I have... Drives fully off the road here because he can't brake for a corner. I know this car is an understeer machine completely, but he's just brakes way too late. Doesn't brake. Now he finally, a bit before I said he started braking, but it's way too late, right? He bops the wall there, and then just flat foots it. You need to feed the throttle. You can do that even if you drive on a controller. I'm pretty sure he doesn't. Because his inputs are smooth enough for this to actually be a steering wheel, but like... Although I wouldn't put anything past it, but like... Even on a controller you can actually put some reasonable, smart adjustments. I mean, there's a second that it takes before I slam back into him, but it's like... Man, that is just... I mean, I can probably take his race apart and see a bunch of cases where he... Let's actually check briefly back. Who was this guy? It's the number 4 car. Where did he finish? Oh, he isn't actually scored as finishing even. He must have like booked it after that accident. Because he scored 32nd. Right, we can check the chat after the session transitions. Let me briefly head back into the replay and see if you like actually decide to book it completely. Let's see, we're gonna grab the car for him. There he is. Okay, last place starting the race. Okay, he finished. He only completed about like. Where did he? Oh yeah, he didn't complete this lap. Obviously, he cocked up. Came across the track. Gets hit from me. He does start trying to get the car pointed the right way. It seems to actually be. And the replay cuts off. I don't know why he wouldn't be finishing the race, honestly. Because there's no real reason. He does dig himself out of the gravel trap, or he might have just been thrown off the track again by his driving. Yeah, aliens. Respect the blue flags. Let's check his tricky break. King is to avoid chatting during race. Click phone from South of Afrika. Then somebody complaining, I'm very sorry, but I'm leaving now. This is a joke. You guys need to learn racecraft and respect. I kind of agree. The back of the field has especially problems. I've seen problems with the back of the field in other races. Yeah. Although the back markers weren't doing anything stupid. Can definitely say that. What sure can you? Somebody here happy with P12 for first race in this community. Okay. Javier Marquez. Wait a second. Don't I know this name? Hold on. Haven't I heard this name before? Somewhere. Funk. Haven't I heard of this name before? Let me just briefly check on this. Yes. Is this the same guy? Yeah, he is actually on the Boonatix Discord, so that indicates that he's actually the same guy. I think it's interesting. He's an applicant for stewarding. I don't know where he finished actually. I didn't check that. He forgot to tap. That was a road race Lamau. Sorry for the tap. The key sig. Yeah, he apologized. The Porsche driver, I think, apologized for his wreck with the Nissan. Because I want to just check if the guy that wrecked me said anything at the end. I finished fuel. Okay, yeah. Okay. Everybody left. We have the replay saved. So I want to see why the fuck he didn't actually complete the last lap. I'm not curious. Okay, I can actually just pause off all of these replays down here. Because they're offline replays. Or I used to make the thumbnails. Delete, delete, delete. And delete. So, that's all of them deleted. Now we have this Bentley Continental replay. Actually, I should be more like going to bed at this point. So. No, it's not, no, I don't want to switch out of it. It's 21:30. Okay, it's not. Right, okay. Let's watch. We don't quite have to watch the accident again. I just want to figure out why he didn't actually finish. Okay, he gets nearly hit by the Porsche. And I guess he decides then to retire. Yep, he decides to tow the car then. Oh yeah, I mean, he's not seeing anything and his steering is completely fucked. And he's 4 laps down. He completed 25 laps up till that point. The 380 that is right now coming up to him, that is going to complete lap 28. There's a couple of lapped cars. Where's... Yeah, that's me. So I'm here. I have 27 laps completed. He has 25. So he's 2 laps down at this time. But yeah, the Porsche nearly gets caught up, so he decides to park it. So that's at least reasonable. First reasonable thing he actually does. Okay. I need to shit talk him that much. I didn't see like a massive other incident in his replay. He must have been just usually slow for the most part. Yeah, I mean that's slow. It's just off the racing line, missing apexes, missing exits, but it's fine. Entering way too tight here. It feels like he's also driving only half throttle, but that's also a Ferrari, so the thing is painfully bad car. In my opinion, it has always been, in my opinion, not particularly good. It's been popular before, and it was competitive before 1.8, but with 1.8 it's definitely no longer competitive. I would advise a driver like him to pick a 720S or an M6 or M4 instead of a Ferrari. I don't need to drive a Bentley because I had my handful with this car. Yeah, 48 on that lap. Whatever. We're not here to criticize him any further than we have already. I think the point made itself when the impact happened. And that's, I think, about it. What we need to say about that. Right. I want to get perhaps some sort of sleep before the next race. And, well... Yeah, the guy that's... It doesn't seem to be turning up right now. ACC chat pops. Maybe we see some people here writing. Nope. Leak chat. Nope. Yeah. It's the reasonable thing to do. Right. No need to dig at this point further. I'll just end the stream. And we'll be back in about... How many hours is this? But what, 5 hours or something? If I don't oversleep again. Because me sleeping over my alarms has become like completely normal at this point. And it's scary. So yeah. Let's see if I can actually get out in time. I can actually race. If I don't race, well, too bad. But I mean, I plan to also do a bit of a certain other event that I can't stream. That starts while I'm racing, so if I oversleep by a bit, then I guess I can still do that. But yeah, I definitely need to sleep because it's probably going to be most of my sleep tonight. Right then and there. Oh well. Well then. That's it. Well, where's my stream? Okay, here. Well then. Actually, where did my pings come from? Because mid-race my desktop decided to ping me. So what did you ping me for? Oh, OBS Studio actually disconnected for like a second at some point in the race. It said at 20:37 it disconnected, and then at 20:38 it reconnected. I don't know. Thanks, OBS, for fucking up. Because I'm... Oh, where's clear? Clear all notifications. Thank you. So, right. Okay. Let's end this. Okay. Bye-bye. This annoys me always with the... Bye-bye. With the thing. Lena just falling and messing around with my... And just slapping around when I wave my hands. So... Bye-bye.